welcome back to Souls Meet. Hello.
Hi.
Another week.
I lost track of how many weeks.
I know, so many.
I really did.
Me too.
But we're still here.
And that's what matters.
Pay us now, though.
We would love that. We keep entertaining people
For free.
for free. But we're having fun.
We're having a blast.
We're having a blast.
It's so good. No, we are.
We are. We actually are. We are.
We told ourselves we would keep doing this until we can't anymore.
Until we can't, which is, can you imagine? It's been 75 years of Souls Meet.
75 years? We'd be like over 100.
I'm thinking Titanic, like that's what came to mind.
It's been 80 years.
80
Was it 80
years.
Yeah, it's like 80, right? Titanic.
Yeah, because she's like 100 and she was 20. And we all know that
she was
did.
16.
She was 16.
was
Exactly.
16.
Exactly. So it was 84. It's been 84 years.
Holy shit, that woman's 100?
84 years of you thinking that he could have been on the freaking door.
And
No?
I rewatched it. He could have been.
He could have, I watched it like so many times.
Me too, but I like
Just did.
Watched it again. I was like,
he could have been on the freaking door, and we all know this. You can't tell me that door didn't hold both of them.
why didn't they make it smaller?
They should have. I don't think they thought of that, because they should have, to make it make sense, right?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
James Cameron, you're a genius, but
yeah. Oh, you
let go of that one.
We want to be in all the movies with the big doors, no problem.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
And Nolan. Hi.
Oh, no, Nolan is.
That's my dream.
That's our dream.
Yeah, that's our dream guy.
That's our
right
dream
there.
guy, Nolan.
Okay, not in that way. To work with.
Exact. Oh, yeah.
It sounded
yeah.
wrong for a second. Our dream guy.
Our dream guy.
Our dream director.
Our dream director.
To
If you're
work with.
seeing this is our official audition. We can play sisters, we can play cousins, we can play just
Anything
friends.
you want.
We can play enemies too.
We can do everything. She knows that I don't like my hair being pulled. Anyway, oh my god. What was that? I forgot for a second.
That's like a regular good morning that we give each other every day.
I forgot for
We'll
a
be like,
second that we were
"Good
here
morning."
to do
Podcast.
episode.
I know, me too.
Souls Meet.
Me too. And that there are people getting to this page, getting to this video,
This
falling
is
here.
not what the podcast is about.
It's about.
Why don't we go ahead and tell them?
Okay.
Hi, if you're new.
Hi, we're
We
two
do
best
talk.
friends. We do have a purpose. We are two
Facts.
best friends who meet every week to dissect two stories of a Reddit from the thread, Am I in the wrong, or
Am I the asshole?
And then after that, we play
Rock, paper, scissors.
Piedra, papel, tijera.
And the winner goes first. That's 3. The winner goes first and gets to give her take, her point of view, her perspective. And the loser goes second and has to at least try to give a different point of view, a different perspective. Why?
I'm going to try to do this better than last week.
Yeah.
We do this because we know that every single story has a lot of different perspectives. Even the most difficult wild ones. When sometimes it's really difficult to get there.
It's really not that.
Yeah, because some people are
wrong.
Assholes,
Very
in the wrong. But what we try to do here is explore those different perspectives, so we can all learn a little bit from those discussions.
Yeah, because you know what? We always like to be right, don't we? Humans do. But sometimes we are not really taking in what the other person is saying.
Or thinking.
Yeah, or feeling. So we don't have to keep giving.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. No.
So through this podcast, what we do is try to give you those different perspectives.
Yes.
Or you're just fucking right and you're right.
And we're giving you validation.
Yes, our word is like Bible.
Which validation is so important in this life.
It really is.
When you get validation, you just go like,
I can die now.
I freaking knew it.
Happily.
I freaking knew it.
Without further ado, let's get to our first story.
Yes.
Am I in the wrong for telling my sister that she is the common denominator in her failed relationships?
If that's right.
Then, yeah. I'm using a throwaway account. We get it. My 28 male sister.
Oh, I
No,
don't think you
I
know
don't
how this
think.
works.
Let's just say my sister
Yeah.
has always struggled with dating. She takes pride.
No, so I think she's 28 male and the sister is 31 female.
Okay, so say I,
Yeah, I know. No,
not my
my
sister. Okay.
my 20-year
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
She takes pride in her appearance, has a good job, and has owned her own house for years, so can start dating people easily. Unfortunately, after a few months, the relationships always start to collapse. Excuse me. Her most recent relationship, she met Tony on a dating app in late January, and they hit it off. She was immediately spending weekends away with him, and he was meeting the family, and we were being told that this was the one. We were even hearing that they were spending time going into jewelry shops and
Ooh.
earmarking rings for a future proposal.
Ooh.
Around a week ago, we heard from my sister that it's over, and he initiated the breakup. She started off with saying that she was heartbroken and she thought he was different than the other guys she's dated, but clearly he was just like the rest and didn't know a good thing when he had it. She showed us the text conversations that resulted in their breakup, and it read exactly like her past 3 or 4 breakups she's had. After the honeymoon period, she has a tendency to 180 on some of the characteristics that she's built up at the start of the relationship, such as enjoying travel or being a foodie who loves cooking. In reality, she doesn't like going anywhere but resorts on a holiday. She orders takeaway food more than anyone I've ever met. These aren't inherently bad qualities, but she'll start dating someone who is drawn to the idea that their new girlfriend will go camping or they'll cook nice meals together. When after about 3 months, she'll suddenly act like those things are the worst ideas anyone's ever had. She also has a tendency to expect the guy to fall in line immediately, and if they don't, they're controlling and abusive. In this instance, because Tony didn't want to sell some festival tickets they'd agreed to buy a couple months ago, she had called him a bunch of names and suggested that he go talk to his GP about his clear control issues.
The
To
G was a GB?
GP.
What is that?
I don't know.
That he go talk to his
GP about his clear
general grand
I was grandparents. Like,
to
what
his
is
GP
GP?
practitioner,
Oh, doctor, like a
like a
therapist.
therapist.
That's
Okay.
not their. Okay, sure. That's not what. Okay. Tony fairly called the relationship there and then and blocked her. It was when she then started saying that she was going to message Tony's boss and suggest that he needs removing from his role. Parentheses. He works in a job where he interacts with children because of his narcissism, that I snapped and said that she was the main reason her relationships end, and that if she was just honest with the guys she dated, she might find someone who actually shares in her interests, and then they might stay together. She immediately started crying and stormed out of the house, and about half an hour later, I had our mother on the phone saying that I have to apologize for being cruel. I'm sure it'll come as a surprise to no one that my sister has been enabled by her parents our entire lives, and this is likely why she feels so entitled to have things all her own way. I'm not above apologizing if I'm wrong, but would welcome an outside view. I like him.
I know.
Okay.
Piedra,
Piedra,
papel o
papel o
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un, dos,
dos,
tres.
tres.
Coño.
Piedra,
Piedra,
papel
papel
o
o
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un,
dos,
dos,
tres.
tres.
You're not. Wait, how did he say it?
That she's the common denominator.
But how did he say it? Did he say how he said it? Like what?
That she's the one, like it's her fault. Like
Yeah, but
what
he
what
didn't.
we read,
Yeah, what
yeah.
we read.
Yeah.
No, you're not in the wrong. You're not in the wrong. Like I mean, ah, it's it's hard because he gets into this world of like what's your problem, what isn't, what's your issue, what's your business, what it isn't, what's needed to say, what isn't needed to say. But like I think it's the fact that you heard that thing about her messaging the
The
boss, the
boss.
boss about like something that you know that
He's
hey,
narcissistic. That's
right, like something that you know it could affect that person's life. You needed to say something. I would also say something if I'm like, you know what, like I'm just realizing a pattern. And mind you, when I started listening to the story, I was like, right away, my my empathy, I was like, you know, sometimes people, yes, they're always gonna be the the common denominator because it's their her
duh.
relationship. Unless she's like, we're talking about other people's relationship, but no, it's her obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happens many times is like you keep choosing the same traits and the same things, and obviously that's not gonna work because the same traits and things will, yeah, will give you the same result. But when he was like,
I'm sorry, the whole like I love traveling
I
and I'm
love
a foodie
traveling.
who loves to
Also,
cook.
and these are like, I understand you trying to be on your best quote unquote behavior when you're meeting somebody because you want that person to like you because you like that person. But this is what happens. But to do it with things that are so specific, like,
Very.
you know, camping. Like
And
if you don't
cooking.
like camping, you will be miserable.
You
And if
don't
you enjoy camping, you're going to try to go camping as much as you can because you know what you get out of it. If you're a foodie, oh my gosh, we're talking about something you go every weekend. Like foodies, like their whole life is
it's
around,
like a sport.
it's a sport, you know,
Yeah.
you're trying new places all the time. Like you can't be lying around about these things. This is too much. So I am just here. Like I love also the props to the brother because
I
he
like the
told
brother.
that story beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautifully.
I even like the little thing in the end with the parents enabling her all her
Yeah.
lives. Good for you.
Well, there you go. The parents were like, call her immediately. No, like
No,
I'm
what?
sorry. Like,
Grow
yeah,
the fuck
it
up.
it might have been like cruel. I don't know, depending on how you said it. But that's your sister too. Like, you know, and she's like making you guys part of this when she's coming and she's saying, like, hey, this is happening. And you're seeing something that is like, okay, this is too much. You're taking this to the next level and this is not okay. Well, this is what you noticed. You're free to say it to her.
Yes. Well, okay.
Sorry.
For the record,
Sorry.
I agree. I think she deserved it for the record.
For the record.
But I have to I will say
Uh huh.
you're in the wrong
Okay.
for saying it that way.
Okay.
I can see how this sister is selfish, very self-centered, has no awareness of where she's wrong because she's been enabled all her life by your parents. And I like the fact that you took this as an opportunity to teach her a lesson. However, I think it could have been done in a nicer way. Maybe it was something that you did like without thinking much because you were hearing her say, "Oh, I'm going to tell his boss that he's a narcissist," and you were like, "No."
Hmm.
But obviously for someone who's very unaware of her faults, very unaware of where she's going wrong, she's not going to realize that this is the truth. And I think that you could have had a conversation where you deliver things to her nicer in a way in which she will also hear you. Because coming like that, she's obviously going to defend herself. She's obviously not going to hear what you're saying. She's obviously going to be like, "You're an asshole."
Yeah.
She's not going to listen to you. And I think she needs to listen to you, especially not only a brother, but a male.
Yeah.
I think she needs to hear, you need to stop lying. You need to be who you are. You're so right when you say that she needs to be upfront from the beginning so that she can find someone who shares the same um activities and likes that she does. But coming like that, she's not going to hear you.
Yeah.
So I think it could have been done in a nicer way. You know, talk to her about all of the proof. Like, listen, all of these 3, 4 past relationships have ended within this amount of time for the same reasons. And it's because when you start dating these men, you show up as this person that you're not. And eventually, when the honeymoon phase is over, they're going to see you for who you are. You're also telling them straight up, like, ugh, I don't like that. And it's like, wait, 3 months ago, you were telling me that you're a fucking foodie. Like, all of a sudden, now you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you're so right. You're so right in telling her. But I think you could have done it better.
I see that. Yeah.
But that's only because I had to go with another perspective. Or else I would
Maybe a mix
say,
of both.
yes.
Maybe a mix of both. You can say that, but like you could have been
Yeah. Yeah.
nicer about it.
Nice. I like the ruthlessness. I won't lie to you.
Also because it sounds like she needs it.
She needs it.
Yeah.
She's what, 34 or 28? I don't know. He got mixed up. Anyway.
Am I in the wrong for refusing to meet or talk to my father's new girlfriend? Hi, I am a 21-year-old woman. I am fairly new to Reddit posting, but I need to know if I'm being the asshole in this situation. So, my father recently found a new girlfriend. For context, my mom passed away 2.5 years ago from cancer. We
Oh.
took care of her at home. It was discovered in a late stage, so she died within the next 6 months from the diagnosis. It was an awful time. Now, my relationship with my father has never been the best. He was always yelling at us. They argued with my mom constantly, and I didn't feel like I really wanted to talk to him as a child. I have an older sister, 7 years older than me. She was always much closer to him. We were the complete opposites. When my mom passed away, I was 18, and by the time I turned 19, I moved out with my boyfriend simply because I knew that me staying at home with my dad and sister wouldn't work. I keep in contact with him. I call him once a week, and I occasionally we see each other at family gatherings or he just comes by for coffee. We have a family group chat with my aunts, uncles, cousin, etc. He is very active and posts every day anything that comes to his mind. But over the weekend, he sent us a couple of videos from a music festival where he apparently was with some women.
Mm.
I found that out because in one of those videos there was this woman sitting in his tent, and later on he texted in the group chat that he was forced to dance. Haha. I was immediately sick. I knew it would come sooner or later, but I'm just not ready for this. I couldn't stop thinking about it for 2 days. So I picked up my phone and called him. I asked him who was there with him, and he said the woman's name. Let's call her Jane. I wanted to scream. Jane was my mother's best friend from childhood and my dad's best friend's ex-wife. Oh,
Oh my god.
she got my parents together when they were young. My father also cheated on my mom with Jane right after my older
Stop
sister.
it. Stop it now. Stop it.
Now I get it. The whole- what a twist. My father also cheated on my mom with Jane right after my older sister was born. So after that, my mom stopped talking to her at all and cut any contact with her. My father, on the other hand, always praised her to us when I was little, saying what a wonderful woman she
I
is.
want to kill him.
That's why I know her name. So when I heard her name, I wanted to scream and cry at the same time. But I didn't say a thing and I let him talk how wonderful the weekend with her was while I was frozen on my couch. The whole family is supportive of my dad, saying that it's great that he's moving on with his life, etc. But I just can't not accept. He wrote accept.
Oh,
She
accept.
But I just can't accept this fact. I hate them both for doing that to my mother. I just can't come to another family meeting talking to them both like nothing happened or be friendly with her. It just feels like a betrayal. But I don't know what to do because at the end of the day, it's his decision. He has the right to find a girlfriend and move on no matter what his daughter thinks. I'm literally crying posting this because I feel
Oh.
horrible. So, am I the asshole for being mad at my father and refusing to talk to his new girlfriend? Wow, this is so new. This is like an hour ago.
Oh, wow.
This is so new. This person is going through it right now.
Wow. Oh my god.
I don't
I'm
know what
so
to say.
mad. I literally wanted to throw this at the camera. Like, that's so bad. That's so
Thank
fucked
God
up.
she knows that this is. Well, thank God.
Uh,
I think, no, maybe it would have been better that she didn't know that
that's so bad.
they cheated on her mother. Because when if your friend does that, they cheated on you too.
Yes. How do we even do this? Okay.
I don't know, Almita. I'm speechless. Because the whole time I'm like, what are you doing? This is your dad's decision. He's like, I know it's hard for you, blah blah
Until
blah. Until he was like, oh,
there was that twist.
I guess we have to
Well,
go.
yeah, we do.
Piedra,
Piedra,
papel o
papel,
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un, dos,
dos, tres.
tres.
Okay, what's going on? I didn't want to win on this one. I'm like, you go first. Um, are you in the wrong?
For not.
No, you're not. You're not for not wanting to meet her right now. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know if they're gonna like be together long enough for you to have to like meet her. But I mean, I think it's a combination of you not being ready to, I guess, see your father with somebody regardless of who she is, because it's been 2 years and a half, and we know that grief comes in different ways, and it can you get over it differently, right? Everybody it's like gets over it differently. So in a normal circumstance, it would be already it could be hard for you to um meet your father's new girlfriend, but add in the fact that this person hurt your mother, they together hurt your mother. I don't know how you found that out. We're saying that he would how would he praise her? You said that you had like an older sister, so they cheated on your mom before you were born, and then he was praising her after you were born. It's like, this is definitely weird. Like, yeah, so it's too messy. If anything, I think your dad has to understand this is hard on you. I don't know what's gonna happen along the line. I don't know if this is like a decision you have to choose later, but right now, right in this moment, I think it's completely understandable that you do not want to meet this person, that is hard for you. And I guess this is something that you can, like, in therapy, talk to your therapist and be like, how can I deal with this, right? Because I do think you could be also taking that the hurt from, like, oh, you hurt my mother, to yourself, and that's something that you also have to, like, be careful about, like being mad towards him because that's all you can be right now because she's not here, right? Type of thing. So I mean, grief in general, you do have to handle it and manage it the best way possible. And I do agree, like, it has to be with like a therapist or something, especially with something so big like this. If he does decide along the line to continue his life and probably forever with this one person, then you will probably have to deal with this later. And you can start now by sorting your feelings and knowing exactly what in what way all of this is hurting you, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know because I can go the route of like, everyone makes mistakes.
Mm. But why the fuck was he praising her?
Exactly. I could
Ugh.
go that everyone makes mistakes. It happens. And if these people keep coming back to each other, obviously they love each other in a way that's hard to understand. I could go that route.
Right. They
But
really truly love each other, so.
yeah, but it's it's the fact that he was praising her after he had already cheated. If you would tell me, he was very sorry, he worked things out with my mom, he never talked to her again, and then now they happen to cross paths, I would be like, okay. But no, no, that's not what happened.
No.
I think you do have to separate, I agree with you, your hurt from the situation and how he hurt your mom from the situation, because you're taking too much on for yourself, and it's going to be very overwhelming. You're still dealing with grief. I mean, I, thank God, still have my mom, and I am not 21.
Right.
So I can't imagine, you lost her when you were a teenager. I cannot imagine what that feels like. And I cannot imagine what your healing process looks like. But you cannot take the past hurt of hers for yourself. Do I think you're in the wrong for not wanting to talk to your dad or his girlfriend? No, I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see another point of view. Because yes, your dad is allowed to move on. Good for him for moving on. I can imagine it's also difficult. But it's just the past experiences with this particular woman, the fact that there was an affair, the fact that she was also married to his best friend.
Yeah.
That's someone who, I'm sorry, doesn't seem to care about anyone else's feelings but himself. And so I don't think that you need to look past those facts and at some point be like, you know what, yeah, my dad is choosing to move on with this woman, I'm gonna have to accept her. I don't think that you actually ever have to be honest with you. I think you have to be okay to a certain degree. If they're gonna be together for a long time, you have to be okay with it, just so that you are not constantly going through this resentment and like anger and all of frustration, all of that. You have to be okay with that being a situation, but you don't have to be okay with being part of that situation. You don't, if you don't want to be part of that situation, I don't think you have to. I don't see any other take, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
It's a really messed up situation, and I'm sorry you're going through it.
Right.
It's really messed up. Really messed up. The fact that she's always been in your life, you know exactly who she is, and you know what's happened. And now, out of all women, like,
He chose
he chose
her.
her.
No. No.
It's a lot.
Well,
Sorry.
that's all we. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
See you guys next
see
week.
you next
Thank you
week.
for coming
Bye.
to see the podcast. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming. Bye.